Isanara Adonai Susani, Nalali Agunara, Dudhulai Agunara, Amen. Amen, amen. I say to you, truly I tell you, I am the parable of the wandering sheep. The parable of the wandering sheep. See that you do not despise one of the little children's. For I tell you that the angels in heaven always see the face of my Father in heaven. What do you think? If a man owns 100 sheep, and one of them wanders away, will he not leave the 99 on the hills and go to look for the one that wandered off? And if he finds it, truly I tell you, he is happier that one sheep than about the 99 that did not wander off. In the same way, your Father in heaven is not willing that any of these little ones should perish. This is about fruit. This is about fruit, and this is about like Dora the Explorer. Like Dora the Explorer. The wandering sheep is the world. The wandering sheep is the souls. The wandering sheep is spears. The wandering sheep is each and every humankind, whom angels are, usually before time, everybody has their own designated angels, because that angels will work for that temple, for the king to get into that. For the king to reach out. For me to see the spirits of what they are doing, what's happening, where they've been, what happens to them. Like, I won't say checking. It's like I have to make sure that my children's or angels or the arks are safe and was not blamed by any human. But since the biblical days, I have changed this through by asking my God, Elohim. He is called Elohim because I am what you called God. And Father is what you called Father. I am whom you call God. And Elohim is whom you call Jesus. The only one we have our name. Father called Father. Elohim is called Elohim. Only Him. For I am His Elo. And He is in the beginning the hair. The Him. Or, to reverse the word him in tetragrammaton, it means I am. He. In your book, it stated, I have I don't like claim. I don't have to boast. I'm not boasting when I speak like this. I just have to say it, because I can't lie, or my father and my him will tie me up under the tree. So, as I and He is one, I make me into human. I make me into a human is what you called Adam and Eve. Eve and Adam both are men's breath. Both are men's breath. It's like giving a CPR. My men collapse because I gone mad. So, my father didn't like to see it. He sent me home. Go, stay there until you get it all done. So, I'm one of those sheep that wanders around. And with those sheep, from 99, I went up on the hills. It's the same too where my father is sending me or my mother is sending me, in that hills where I could connect to whales mountain, to Wales Mountain, where my mother had her wings in the beginning, had her wings cut off, and that's when I become her. It's like a wandering souls. We wander off, we go here and there and everywhere to find knowledge, because we hated the wing. We hated the wing. So, having no idea what wing was, those times, until we found out that it was our time. Spirits kept in each wings with gems, with gems. So we wander off here and there and everywhere to find what is the best way to take this off without getting hurt, And then, if me and Chapnel was cut in the middle of our belly by in our navel, or what you call the belly button, like a fetu and a fetus. Like a fetu and a fetus. If you have heard about this story about fetu and fetus, it is a child, there's a child. And double cara, or what you call twin, inside of its twin. Same flesh, but one is a spirit. It was just inside of a skin, but inside that skin was gem, a spirit of water. He and I inside it, and inside him was he and I. So the wandering sheep, I am, went here and there and everywhere, just as my mother went here and there and everywhere, trying to find a way how to get rid of what we needed to get rid of, It's like having, you have sickness, and then we have to go find the treatment for that, because those times in the before humans, there is many curse with fairies cursing one another, but usually witches does it, witches, and those are greed of powers, those who have greed with powers, in every dimension. Before time, every fairy learned to portal from here and there and everywhere, But when they wander here and there and everywhere, they take only knowledge from what is from others. Like somebody have this power of 4 element, and somebody wants to take it. And someone wants to get it because his brother has sickness. We wander off to heal, or it's basically like this. I wander off to heal or to learn. The parable of the wandering sheep. And then, all I was doing, keep learning and learning and learning and helping and helping and helping and helping. So, when my father, when they found me again, or when I died that day, few years ago, 3 days and 3 nights, I was calling my mother, and they found me. They were more than happy to see me. They were more than happy to see me. Why? All I've been doing is for others, for others, for others, for others, for others, for others. And in the same way, my father, THRU said to me, "Honey, I am coming." I was shaken and said, "Is it time?" And then my father said, "I don't want any of the little ones to perish. Go into that place where I'm going to send you in the wilderness, as it's written. Go find the rest." When he said to me, "Go find the rest," it means of the spares. The spares. Why? in my past lives here, in this end, I say past life because I already said I've died. I was finding and finding and finding and finding everyone. First, from the island where my father placed me, or for me to for this to incarnate, for this flesh, which is I went into that when I was older, and received my truth when I was fully, circumcised, or when my eyes was fully open, because that's the meaning of circumcised. Your clay inside you is break, you are a stone, like walking, example of the rocks of Moses, a clay, and then red earth. Because of your love, it breaks inside. It breaks inside, and then you become, you keep wondering what is happening to you. You see everything. You see angels. You see spirits in the forest. You see spirits in the trees. You see spirits floating around here and there and everywhere. You just see everything what the world couldn't see. So, while I was shaken, I remember those times, like, I have to, because, since I moved into a city in where I am, from the island, when I was teen, I've been finding and finding and finding and finding and finding these little ones my father have asked me to find. So the 99 sheep was just inside of the cage. Basically like humans. What cage you are on? Jesus Christ. That is the only cage Jesus Christ. A reason why you don't know anything else except of the name Jesus. It's like you should find your way home. Read the books of all the religions because you are one. That is the meaning of one word, one God. THRU. ELohim is called ELohim, Father is called ELohim, and I am whom you call God. So, because to reverse the God means a dog. I keep wandering around to find the souls my father is asking me, go child, go find this. So throughout this past life, I've been doing finding. First, father sent me to a woman to become her maid, to look after the children. It was part of my work in the world to find this lady who was so great to me, and I was... she treated me so well. Now, her soul comes to me a few hours ago, and then she was very happy that I met her. She was one of the women in the crucifixion who were standing with me when her child was what you call this? You see the woman that gives me a drink, and then there's another woman who was standing behind her. It was the same woman whom I work too as a maid to look after her childrens, the little childrens, that my father is not willing to give up. Why? Because of the purity of their hearts. When you see little children, doesn't mean just little children. It means of grown up as well. That are souls of our childrens. Childrens doesn't mean a childrens. Childrens means its heart is very, even if it's grown up, its heart is very clear. So the next time when I have when the woman learns to love me, I went to a next one where my father was sending me. That again, I become its maid. And then, when they start loving me, they want to adopt me. And then I was just laughing. My father didn't want them to adopt me. They just want me to save them. And then when they started like loving me too much, I'm starting to do something to test them. Through that test was being given to them as I, a tester right before their eyes. She took the ring that my father had given me on that night, which was on the side of the wall. The side of the wall. And then that's when I knew that THRU, she have bloodlines that are corrupt. That are corrupt. And since then, I've been walking and walking and walking and walking and walking here and there and everywhere, which is the meaning of the parable of the wandering sheep. Wherever I go, I didn't know the place. I always get wander. I don't even know the place. First time I've been into that place, and then I could still get home. Why? Because angels in heaven, who always are connected to my Father, always know that Matt needed us. It's like when I was working as a sales lady, just going out to the mall, I get lost. I get lost and I get next to the next barangay, the next district. I don't even have no idea. I just follow the road. Through that, wherever I was walking is chaining. I didn't know what I was doing, and I just follow where my Father is leading me, because through those places where He is making me pass, I was training everyone with a good heart. So literally, with 100 sheep that there is one that wanders, I was very happy. Why I was very happy? Through that, I learned things. Through that, I help others. I help others that my Father is not willing to perish them. Perished is like literally like you become like a clay, and then you're just like when a body died, or when a soul left its body for it to become purified, it has to to scramble, until they come, and then they will come back into a form. So literally, when humans die, they will deform their body for that to be purged, purged, or to be on fire, to cleanse its body, so that when the king comes, they will come back to life with a new. They won't remember who you are. They won't remember who you are, humans. Your family is your Father in heaven. Your God is Mayat. My husband is thy king. Thy king. And my brothers, whom you call the apostles, is the kings. The kings. And the kings of all kings, the kings of all kings, the kings of all kings, or what you say, the king of all kings. Why? Because in the beginning they were princesses. They were with me in throughout incarnations, who wants to help to find the more wandering souls. Spirits, for inside them was their spares, behind them was I talking. How? Example of the rays, the sun. You see the sun? Like that. Through their subconsciousness, I am. Through their consciousness, God. Through their superconsciousness, them. The truths, prophets and prophetess. Truths. Why I say truths? Because THRUES, that's his name. THRUES. With apostrophe. Why? He is called true. I am called truth. And in this end, I wander around here and there and everywhere to help others or learn